When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Through the air, it's Manning. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, we're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the number 1 team in the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week,
Turning on the Jets. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. Wants to go up top. Trying to bull his way in. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. Out.
Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see see the football well. They break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking downfield. It's Chapin. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll move the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Looking for space. It's Booth. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Complete on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Number 48 on to punt it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Manning. Here's a hit. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Well, jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Brings up secondary.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end now in motion. He wants to throw it again. Quick completion on the out route. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He's looking to throw on third and short. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Field goal is good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Chapin. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Mississippi State going up tempo. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Got a man. It's Williams. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Mosley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Chapin. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Absolutely center cut. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Here's the handoff. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Quarterback adapting. Working on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll leave it with him. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Scanning the field, it's Shapen. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Mississippi
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This kick would be hard enough straight on. 57 yards. He's also on the left hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. Swings it out to the flat. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Manning. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Red pass hits complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. With the catch, it's Booth. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
3rd down coming up.
He'll keep it himself. Got the 1st down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. And he gets what he can, runs out of bounds, and runs to the end of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Toss sweep to the right. He's in open space downfield. He's loose. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Floating away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Right on target this time. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Gibson. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. Snagged on the outside, it's Moore. He'll go out of bounds, they'll mark him at the 16. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it, it's Gibson. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Dropping back, it's Manning. Going for 6. Touchdown Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge. And
the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And the Texas offense will take over.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Throwing on the run. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Manning. He caught it. Touchdown, Texas. And the beatdown has ensued. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. At the 35, he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Back to throw, it's Manning. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
One last incompletion, and that'll do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such